It's just as I remember it.
It will be good to have a roommate. Again, there are things I just cannot speak to Tom about.
You mean girl talk. That's what we call it on Earth.
That and other things. Kevin was right.
Ha. What was that about Kevin?
Well, Tegan, something happened to me about 5 months ago.
Whoa. Are you telling me that you saw Kevin's ghost?
That's just it, Tegan. I don't know. I've been trying to tell myself that I imagined the whole thing, or it was just a dream. However, it was so vivid, so detailed. Also, Kevin hinted that you would return.
Yes, and here I am.
Now maybe that was just a coincidence, yet I cannot help but wonder.
Nyssa, are you okay?
I'm fine. There is something else I want you to know, Tegan. I've had this secret for months now. I want to share it.
What is it?
First of all, you have to promise me that what I am about to reveal to you doesn't leave this room.
I promise.
Very well.
What's that?
It's Kevin's journal.
I didn't know Kevin kept a journal.
Neither did I. I stumbled upon it soon after we left you at Heathrow. Kevin only had time to make 7 entries, but I think they tell the full story.
Let's see. Oh my.
That's how I felt.
Kevin was in love with you. Wow. Why didn't he say anything to you?
His ghost, for lack of a better term, told me that he was afraid to. He was worried that I might laugh, or something like that. As you read, that is why he kept this journal. He hoped it would give him the courage to finally tell me.
Well, from what he wrote, Kevin had finally decided to come clean and tell you right after that business with the overzealous parking warden was over.
Yes, but Kevin was killed at the end of that adventure. He probably thought he had all the time in the universe to tell me.
Hey, come on, Nyssa. Kevin had no way of knowing that he wouldn't survive. No one can predict their own future.
Yes, but sometimes I lay here and wonder if there were any signs I should have noticed. Something to tell me how Kevin really felt about me.
Nyssa, Kevin was a hard one to read. He and I used to fight a lot, but we cared about each other deep inside. Kevin just had a hard time showing it. From what his journal says, it sounds like he was more comfortable working out mathematical problems than he was dealing with his feelings.
His ghost told me that as well. It's funny, but that is one thing that he and I had in common.
What thing?
Our lack of experience in courting. My formal upbringing forbade me to interact socially with the opposite sex while unmarried, and Kevin's lack of confidence around girls held him back. You are so lucky, Tegan, to come from a more open society.
Well, that depends on what you call open. Certainly my father didn't like many of the boys I brought home when I was in high school.
True, but the fact that you were able to see those boys at all was the lucky part, Tegan. I would never have been allowed to do anything like that. I grew up pretty sheltered. Since my experience with Kevin's ghost, I have been reading various literatures on love. Rituals such as dating, courting, love-making, and other aspects. However, since you've actually done some, or all of that, maybe you can help me.
Help you? How?
By giving me first-hand information. For instance, what's it like to make love?
Ha.
Tegan, are you okay?
Sorry, Nyssa. You just caught me off guard with that question. No one has ever asked me that one before.
Sorry if I embarrassed you.
No, don't worry about it. Let's see now. If you truly want to make love to someone, you should really get to know them first. Build up a bond of trust. That takes time, Nyssa. My first time was with a boy named Brian Milner. We dated for 6 months before we took the chance of making love.
I see. I understand that there are certain physical aspects to the act of love-making. Could you describe them to me?
Nyssa, that's kind of awkward.
I'm sorry.
No, Nyssa, it's not that. It's just that I really cannot put into words what making love is like. I think that is something one has to experience to really appreciate it.
Show me.
Show you? Nyssa, are you asking me to make love to you?
You just said a moment ago that part of lovemaking was trust. I trust you and you trust me.
Yes, but I mean this is just so sudden.
Tegan, I wouldn't be asking this of you if it wasn't important to me. Please think about it.
Well, why not? Okay, Nyssa, let's give this a try.
Thank you. How do we proceed?
Let me worry about that. Before we go any further, Nyssa, I should say that I've never done this with a woman before.
I've never done this before at all.
So I guess this is something new for both of us. Nyssa, are you okay?
I'm fine, Tegan. I'm just a little nervous.
It's okay, Nyssa. If you don't want to do this now, I'll understand.
No, I want to. It's just so new to me.
Just relax, Nyssa, and let it happen.
Kiss her you.
Ooh.
Ah. Tegan, that feels so good. That was wonderful. I've never felt so good, so joyous before in my life. Thank you, Tegan. Time to return the favor.
Wow, you're a fast learner.
Tegan, what is it? What's wrong?
Was it me? Did I do something wrong? No, you were great, Nyssa. The problem is that while we were making love, it went beyond just a little experiment. I felt something and I think you did too.
Yes, I did.
I could fall in love with you, Nyssa, but I can't take that chance.
Why?
Remember that boy I told you about a while ago? Brian Milner. I didn't give you the full story, Nyssa. Brian and I were much more than just boyfriend and girlfriend, we were truly in love. We even talked about getting married when we finished high school.
What happened?
Brian was a real health nut and he jogged every evening. One night, while he was jogging, a drunk driver plowed right into him. Brian was killed instantly.
Tegan, I'm so sorry.
I was devastated. For weeks I just lay in bed, sleeping away my days. I had practically given up the will to live. However, Aunt Vanessa finally decided that I had to start living again. She dragged me out of bed and slowly got me back into the flow of life.
Now you feel that could happen with the two of us. We might get as close as you and Brian were.
Yes, and that is why I can't allow it, Nyssa. You know how dangerous things can get when traveling with the Tom. If we were to pursue a romantic relationship and I lost you, like I lost Brian, it would destroy me. I can't go through that again, Nyssa. I just can't.
I do understand, Tegan. We were both reminded months ago of how dangerous things could get around here.